Hello, hello, everybody.
Happy we're here. Happy you're here. And yes, you get to see Jasper too. He's very tired and worn out, kind of like me. Grandbaby was here and I worked this morning. I went to church and then I worked all day and then had grandbaby time and he had grandbaby time. So he is pooped. And our Miss Heather's in the house.
Hi, everybody. I'm here,
yes.
But if it gets to be too much, I might have to leave early, guys. I'm going to do my best because I miss you all, and it's been way too long since we've seen you.
Yes.
And I know everybody's probably been wondering how I'm doing, so I'm here.
He's here, and it says a lot too, because with how she's feeling, knowing that you guys are the priority, and
Yes.
and it's been tough. It's been 2 lives that we haven't had with you, and we just wanted to say hey and sit down and kind of come back together. And let's see who we have here tonight, Heather. Let's see who's in the house.
Yeah. Well, our mom is here, of course.
Yes. Miss Cheryl was first.
Hey, Miss Cheryl was first, and then Kim and Laura, Brandy, who also had grandbaby time, thought she was going to be late, but she made it. So that's good. Yeah. But you know what? The grandbabies are definitely, I'm sorry, but when I have mine, that'll be an excuse every time. I will gladly take if it means I get FaceTime with that sweet little baby.
Yes, yes, yes. It's happiness.
Yeah. And then we have Dorothy and Cynthia, Renee, Amy Howard, and everybody else. We're so glad that you guys are here. I had something just pop up on my screen that I kind of want to talk to you guys about. And I've been getting a lot of friend requests lately, and I've noticed that they are spam accounts, but I've noticed that there are members of our community that are friends with them. So I just want all of you guys to be careful when you're adding people, just because it says that there are mutual friends, there are whatever. You really need to be careful. You need to go back, go to their profile. If they have like 5 posts, probably not a good thing. The one that I just had, that had like 5 mutual friends, said that she was born in 1998, but looked to be about 60 years old. So obviously that's a red flag. And not very me posts. And I just want everybody to be really careful. It's one of the reasons we are as diligent as we are when we go through and put through different, go through the membership request. We are very diligent on making sure that it is a legitimate account, that it is not a spam account. And so I just want you guys all to be really careful with that, because I would never want this community to be something that ended up on anybody getting scammed for any reason. So we'll say it once again. We will never ask you for a credit card number. We will never ask you for a bank account information. We will never ask you to send us cash. None of those things will we ever ask you guys to do. You guys will only ever get an invoice if you have placed an order, or when our bead boxes go live, then your subscription. We will always send a reminder so that you know what date those are coming out. So oh, sorry, we have a dog walking in front of our house. Babe, can you please shut the door?
What do you think about that? Are you too tired to care? Did you not hear all that going on?
Sorry about that. Anyways, yeah, we will never. You guys will have reminder emails that go out before you ever see an invoice. So I just want everybody to be super duper careful and just be diligent out there. Oh,
Yes.
Gina came in, and so did Dorina and Angela. I'm so glad. I'm so glad to see you guys. You have no idea. Amy was like, "Are you sure you can do this?" And I was like, "Well, this is going to make me feel better, not worse."
Yeah.
Yeah, because I love you guys, and you guys are sweeties, and you guys can just, you guys recharge me after a long week. So,
and I'll tell you all day today too, with what today was, I was like, okay, how long until live? How long until live? How long?
seriously.
But then I had the surprise of grandbaby, and oh my. So tuckered out by happiness.
Yep.
So how have people been? How is everyone? It's been a whole week, and
I see you, Karen. I see you.
oh, Karen, I've been talking and no one's answering.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yes, Dorothy, and I'll tell you, Heather is very diligent in all ways. So appreciate her giving us that feedback and heads up, because sometimes I also look and see who's the mutual friends, and there's been times too where I'm not as diligent as I should be, and I should be.
And it's hard when we get like 12 new member requests and I go through and 3 of them have answered the membership questions.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah.
And I'm always very like, I'll even read you the message that goes out to every single person who puts through something. It literally says, please send another membership request for the Campbell Creations Facebook group. Denying someone is my least favorite responsibility as an admin. I just have to protect our community as our members rely on it being a safe place to share the artwork they've created. Here's the link to the group to make it easy for you to request again. Please answer the questions and agree to the group rules. I hope to see a new request very soon. So that's what goes out when I deny.
What do you think the percentage is on whenever you send that out? How many send back another request?
About 40%. I did the math a couple of days ago, actually. About 40% of people.
She did the math. You're awesome.
Yeah, about 40% of the people. And it's important to me. There are rare times when I know the person, and I know the person from other beading groups and whatever else, that I go ahead and put them in because I know who they are personally. Mm-hmm. Like I've spoken with them, I've interacted with them, all of that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's what we do. But, oh, Beth stopped by.
So I want to know what you're going to be watching together, Beth, if you both are agreeing on it. I'm not the only one that wants to know that, but hey, we're always looking for something cool to watch. And if it's something that both can like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My husband always says that the men in this country are brave because many of them go to sleep while their wives are listening to murder shows. Which is so true because we all like them. Yeah. But we do it. But yeah. So what is this show now, Beth? Now we got to hear about it.
Yes, we have to know. We have to know.
Yeah.
And hey, Renee, I see you came through. Renee came in and Tracy came in. Nice to have you in here. But, I hadn't even thought about that. You just say that, and then it takes me back to all those years of watching Forensic Files.
Right? Yeah.
Every Forensic Files that's ever been out.
Yeah. Anything with Joe Kenda, I've watched it. It's kind of creepy, but like Keith Morrison's voice is very relaxing. You can go to sleep watching it, but yeah. So the other thing that, yes, Danielle Wicks is somebody that I listen to go to sleep. I will turn on you. There are certain people, I love Becky Foster's voice, but especially on videos where she paints, it's just a different level of joy in her voice. And you can tell that it relaxes her. And so it relaxes me. So there are people that I like to hear. But anyways, you guys, hey, I wanted to touch on something tonight. Amy kind of alluded to it when she did our Hobby Lobby haul. And I have some fun and exciting video ideas coming up very soon from that haul. And in fact, I came home and went to one here. Probably shouldn't have, but came home and went to one here in the valley after my surgery. Got some more stuff, which is good. But I want to touch on packaging, you guys. So
yeah, here, I'm going to put you on full screen here, okay?
All right, sounds good. So whether you are going to a craft fair or you got an order online and are sending things to people, there are many ways that you can package those items, many ways that will set you apart from other sellers. And I'm going just on stuff that I found from Hobby Lobby. I will give one other added level of design and personality, the way that you can dress these things up. But everything that I'm going to show you tonight, I got from Hobby Lobby. So starting with the bare basics, there are these, they have these, and this is kind of a new find for me. And I'll tell you another item like it. So it's this little cardboard pouch that opens in the back. And it has the holes right here. And this is a necklace holder. So you can have your necklace hanging from the front, and the chain is inside the pouch so that it doesn't get tangled. And this would be a very good way of displaying, especially if you have multiple of these. Dollar Tree, guys, almost every holiday has a wooden tic-tac-toe game that they put out. Like there will be carrots and rabbits for Easter, for the fall they had like pumpkins and other stuff, and I love those. I use them for a couple of different things. I popped the wood spacers out of it and used it to bead on. It's a great bead mat. Stick a little batting in it, you're good to go. It works that way. But also these would fit perfectly kind of stacked up. And then you could have 9 different options, and everything stays very clean and crisp on your table. It keeps it from getting messy. So this is a really good option. Also, they have ones, they call them necklace or chain pouches. And basically what they are little pieces of plastic that have a hole in top. And the backing of it is sticky, and you can stick it on the back of any display item like this, like the thinner cards that typically, what are you doing with all the chain down here? They have these little pouches that you can buy on Amazon, like 100 at a time for like $5. Get your chain in there. Not only does it keep everything looking crisp on the table itself when you go to a show, but also it keeps your stuff from getting tangled up in between shows. So the chain doesn't get all tangled up, and then you have a mess trying to pull it apart. So that's one option. But this option can also go into the next one. So at Hobby Lobby, they have 2 different size organza pouches, and they each have 10 in it, and half of them are white and half of them are black, and these are the 2 sizes. And so these are $2.29 a piece, much like the jewelry storage, like this stuff. These don't really go on sale, but you can't beat the price. I'm telling you, unless you're buying like 100 at a time. And I can tell you that their quality, their ribbon quality is great, everything else. So Both sizes are $2.29. So you're basically paying 29 cents for these little pouches. The necklace pouches that I just showed you come in a 6-piece pack of 99 cents. So you can literally put one of these inside the small organza bag. Then you're not worrying about the clasp or anything hooking or snagging. The organza bag, Dorina, actually, Dollar Tree, you can order from them directly. And I'm going to go into that more in a little bit. Hobby Lobby, you can also buy from them. And when they have the sales in the store, those sales go online as well. So every other week, the jewelry stuff is on sale. Same with the wood supplies, because the wood supplies, when I get to that, you guys, those do go on sale every other week. So that's great. You can also do Amazon. But girls, if you even have this much sewing experience, this much, go and find a fabric that you like. Try to keep the pattern very neutral. If it can be something close to your name, even better. You guys can have a fabric stamp made of your logo, put it on there, you're good to go. Just a canvas bag. There are so many tutorials on YouTube, Patreon, all of that kind of stuff where they will go through how to sew one of these bags up. They're very, very, very simple to do. They're not at all hard. I wouldn't, unless you're a good sewer, I wouldn't try to make the organza bags yourself. It's been a while, only because it's very thin fabric and you have to like be very careful when you feed it through, or the needle can get stuck. So that's why I would say a canvas, a nice thinner canvas bag or a cotton fabric would be really great for me. Hi, Ruth. Glad you're here. So they also have some little fabric bags that they made themselves, and you get 3 of them for $4.50. And instead of having the ribbon as the drawstring and it being on both sides, it gathers up on one side of it. And those are $4.49 for 3 of them. The pattern on the fabric is very neutral. It's very soft. It's very nice to look at. Everything else. And yes, Dorina, save your organza bags. We all know how much stuff we get in organza bags. Beadbox bargains. Every order they put stuff, their bead boxes in it. Several of the bead boxes do that. So yeah, save your organza bags, all of that kind of stuff. Then they have the paperbacks or the little cardboard jewelry containers. And they have these not just in these, but they also have them in necklace length. Unfortunately, my Hobby Lobby didn't have any of the necklace ones in stock. Here, any of the necklace ones in stock. And frankly, I forgot to look it up. I'm sorry. So they are $4.50 for a box of 10 from Hobby Lobby. And they have a little thing of batting in them. And theirs are actually really good quality. I really do like Hobby Lobby's cardboard boxes. They're nicer quality. They also actually have velvet jewelry cases as well. I don't do velvet in the desert. I can clean it and store things in plastic. And the second I pull it out, it's covered in dust and furfetti and whatever else. So I don't tend to like the velvet options, but these are really nice. Again, if you get a stamp made of your logo, you can stamp it directly on the box to make it look personalized, or you can print it out on a label. You guys, they have, I don't know how many of you guys got your mandrels, but if you did, you saw those little circle stickers that I printed out the Campbell Creation logo in, and it had like a thin gold line, and then a thicker gold line that went all around the outer edge, and that just takes it up a notch. And they're not that much more expensive than regular stickers. So literally, you guys go online, find them. I preferred using Avery labels only because they have the templates online for free, so you don't have to try to figure anything out. But many of the generic label brands go off of Avery specs, so it will actually say on the package that you can use Avery ... label template to print out the stickers. So that's another way. But honestly, the cheapest way really is to have a stamp made. You pay to have it done one time, and then you can choose what color, what stamp, whatever you want to do. If you are somebody who embosses and can do the little powder over the top, and then you use like the high heat little blow dryer, and it's elevated up off of the cardboard, that looks like you had it made that way. So 50 cents for these are not bad at all. Then we get to the wood options, you guys. And when I get to that, I want you to remember this little piece of batting that came in the cardboard box, because I'm going to touch on this in just a second. So there are some very simple ones. There's this one that came, and it has a hinge on the front and 2 hinges on the back. I stained these. If you remember from the video, they were unstained when Amy showed them. This one, I did not take the hinges off when I stained, because I wanted to be able to show you guys just how, if you look, you can see a little bit of stain residue on the hinges. I just wanted to give you guys an example of what it looked like. I always make sure to stain the inside as well. And when if I see any rough points on this, you guys, I go ahead, take a quick second, sand it down just to make sure that it's nicer. A really good option, guys, really is to go online and grab a nail file, an electric nail filer thing. It comes with a bunch of different attachments, a bunch of different things, and you can go in and clean up all of these edges. They are great to file down the end of a file. Say you guys watch my class and go get some pure sterling silver wire from Hobby Lobby, and you make ear hooks with these yourself, and you want to make sure that there's no sharp points. Those electric nail files are a great way to do it. So are Dremels, and they're about the same price. It's just a little bit more, the vibration level is something that I notice personally because of my degenerative nerve disease. So I like the electric nail filers better, because they go on. Oh, hi, Rosanna. Hi, Linda. Glad you guys are here. We understand. But so this was $1.99. So every other week, this is $1, you guys. So the reason I told you to remember this batting is because you can literally go to any craft store, including Walmart, you guys, and go over to the fabric option, and you can buy rolls of this batting and cut them into whatever shape you need it to be. And then you have it. You place it inside, and you place the item you made on there. Maybe write a little something on the bottom, your name, the date, whatever. But also, if you really want to take it up a notch, you guys, design a very simple logo. A very simple logo. You guys know Amy's logo. It is incredibly simple. You can go on Etsy and you can literally order a custom brand, and they will have their own heating element. And then any of these that you purchase, you can just heat it up and stick it into the top of the wood, take it off, and your logo is on that piece of wood and it's not going anywhere, which is amazing. And you can also offer like little custom ones if it becomes a bigger thing down the line. But $1.99 for this one, guys. Very inexpensive. They also have this option, which would be beautiful for a necklace or a bracelet or both. It's a very simple box. You can see that I did go ahead and I rounded all of the corners. When Amy showed this to you guys, there was a little bit of the dowel in the back that was sticking out. I simply just took the hammer I use when I'm working on jewelry, hammered it in just fine, and it was good. I went around and I just took that extra little bit of time to round all those sharp corners so it looks nicer. Again, I also stained the inside. These ones have a little magnet here and here to kind of keep it shut, I guess. But again, something else you can brand your logo on, and it sets you apart. Then Amy showed this one. I believe this one was $4.49, if I'm correct. I'm not 100% sure. But on this one, you guys, I did take the time to take all of the hinges off, and you can see that there's not any like gunk on it. They're a little bit brighter because even though I wiped the stain off of that one, it still did it. You have this inside, and I wasn't so fond of this. But one of the gentlemen in our life told us that the best way, if you have a Dremel, you could just cut that right there and pop this out, and then it would be flat and you could fit more things in it. Again, a label, a sticker, or using a branding iron on this would be great. If you have fabulous handwriting, you can get the, okay, I need somebody to help me. Soldering iron. And you can use it to burn a design. You can use it to put a name if they want it personalized. Hey, it's one more thing you can do, and it's one more thing you can charge for. So that's great. And then this one, I believe, was $6.99. It was the most expensive of the two. But I think it's beautiful. It was much easier to stain. It doesn't have on the other ones, like in the corners, you can kind of tell where there was glue. And no matter how much I tried to file in there so that you wouldn't see that when you stained, it wasn't. This one is much better. It's just a higher quality item. These are things that not only will they appreciate, it will surprise them. They will be like, oh, wow, especially if there's somebody who buys jewelry off of Etsy or whatever else and just gets things in the little organza bag or whatever. They're also items that they're more likely to keep. Therefore, your logo is going to be a constant reminder to them. Whereas with the organza bags, even if you put a little note in them, even if you put your business card in it, any of those things, those are going to get tossed out. These are much less likely to be tossed out. And I know this one is a little bit more expensive. This would be more for a higher end piece, a higher dollar order possibly. But these are things that aren't going to get thrown away and that are going to set you apart from other people that are in the same field as you. And anytime you can do that, it keeps you in their mind and you're more likely to get repeat buyers. That is how I did things even with my puppy business. I made sure they didn't just have their first shot, they had their first 2 rounds of shots. They're also microchipped when they leave here. They go home with a puppy care package that has 50 plus items in it, and they're all high quality items. My husband used to make little tie blankets that went home with all of them. It's just things that go well. Obviously, you're going to have to factor these in when you're pricing things, because otherwise you're going to be absorbing that cost at a loss into your piece of jewelry if you don't. But if you factor it into the piece of jewelry, then before you ever price it, then it's covered. But yeah, exactly, Rosanna. Yes, exactly. Oh yeah, Teresa, that would be a good idea. Paint markers would be great. Yes. Um, it's great. And you guys, it's like I said, it's just something that sets you apart from others. These little things, these little cards, envelopes that you can put the chain in and stuff, that sets you apart. uh the last craft fair I went to, I was picking up items and looking, and people were using Scotch tape to keep the chain in place, which is fine, I guess, but if they put sealer on it or anything else, that's now going to peel off. And when you take the tape off, it can also leave a residue for those of you who are doing craft fairs during the summer, because that adhesive on the back of that tape is going to heat it up, and then it's going to get stuck there. So it's really good. Oh, good, Rosanna. Share your thing. Yes, Libby, thanks for asking. If anybody else in this group has a YouTube channel, please feel free to share that within the group. We really like to help promote each other, because Amy and I are big believers that the more you support other people, the more they're going to support you. And you never know when maybe you don't make a certain type of jewelry, but they know somebody who's asking for something that is in your niche but not in their wheelhouse. And so then you can help each other and support each other by, I'm sorry I don't make that stuff, but I know somebody who does. Her name is Rosanna. Here's her information, yada yada yada. I'll tell you, when I was at Hobby Lobby trying to record, I like 3 people asked for the channel information just based on the stuff that I was recording. So it was fun, and I love it. I took a couple of minutes to help her out. She was newer. She didn't even know what pliers to pick and whatever else. And I told her that on our lives, and that oftentimes that there are a lot of people within our community who share their information during those lives, so that it's a larger pool of information. And Amy and I have talked about, if we were to ever do classes, the teachers we would want are those that are already part of our community, because you guys are so freaking talented. It blows my mind. And that's why I get frustrated when you're like, oh, nobody I know knows I make jewelry. Look at what you make. It's beautiful. People should know. People should know. And you guys, I love hearing your successes. I do. We had a member of our community call me. It was like 8:00 at night. I didn't recognize the number. And so I did the little like Google screen, and she was like, Heather, it's Michelle from the group. Da, da, da. And so I answered the call, and she called to tell me that she got a custom order. Somebody contacted her, liked a bracelet, and asked if she would be interested in making a necklace and earrings to go with it, if it was possible. And so I love hearing those stories, you guys. So does Amy. It's so great. It's just so much fun. And yeah, Rosanna, I'm so jealous. I want to offer that as well. Rosanna's going to be teaching some older elementary kids in March. She's going to go in and she's going to be teaching them some jewelry making skills. And I love it. I wish I was doing so as well. It's gotta be hard. But oh, Cheryl, I'm sorry. Much along that same vein, there is a term within our community called craft worthy. There are people who don't understand the amount that goes into making a handmade item, not just from the thought, the time, the materials, all of that. They don't understand that we generally spend 2 to 3 times more than we could go on Amazon and buy a version of the same thing for. They don't understand that it takes time, and that time is worth money as well. And so there's a term in the community called craft worthy, and not everybody is craft worthy. They just don't understand it. And when it comes to those people, I wouldn't try to press on them. If they don't understand or value it, then I wouldn't waste your time or your energy or your effort to make things that are going to be looked down upon, because it's just going to hurt you over and over. You will find the people who absolutely find value in all of that. And yeah, those are the people that you want to take the time to make things for. But my hubby's writing me a note. Hold on. What?
Charlotte Maddox was like that. And then over the last present,
yes,
he found the necklace that you made. And
yeah, my youngest son was very much the same way. He didn't understand and was like, well, I don't wear jewelry. I don't, it was just very like, whatever about. And then he saw a necklace I made for somebody else, actually liked it a lot, and asked if I could make him one. And then he saw some bracelets that I made that have like little barbell charms on him. And he's pre-med for physio and physical therapy. And he is a personal trainer right now. And he saw them and he asked me if I could make some for him to give his clients. And so it's just, it can be a slow journey and not everybody's going to understand it. But when they do, it's worth it. Nothing makes me happier than walking into a doctor's appointment and seeing my doctor wear a piece of jewelry that I made them. You know, the fact that they not only liked it enough, but that they actually wear it, and not just because I'm having an appointment with them. Like, they are, they're great, and it's fun, and it's nice, you guys. And hopefully they'll begin to understand, because I can't tell you how much I value the things that have been made for me. They're special to me, and they hold a greater bit of importance to me than the like run-of-the-mill gift from wherever, or a gift card or whatever else. But Amy, you have anything to add to this?
get on screen, Amy.
Oh,
I just think you're awesome. I just think you're awesome. I think all of the points were right on. And that's why too, I actually, from Amazon, you can also get, you know, those rubber stamps that you can dot with. I ordered one, and I think it was only like $11 or $12, and it has the Campbell's Creations logo on it. And so it doesn't cost that much to brand yourself. And I think we are working with someone to maybe weld something to make a brand for wood so that we could show. That would be really cool. That would be really cool.
I'm working on that. Yeah, I get you, Ruth. My husband early told me, you need to sell it, you need to sell it, you need to sell it, until and I donate a lot of my jewelry, you guys. I like to donate to women's shelters. I like to donate to the job centers that are here in my community. There are people who, like, before big school dances or whatever, they will allow the young women to come and look through the dresses that have been donated to them, and they get to wear those to the prom or whatever else. Well, I like to go and participate in that with jewelry, and then they're allowed to keep that. And I let them keep that jewelry, so that even if they have to wear a borrowed dress, or they have to wear maybe not fully what they would have liked to wear, they at least get to keep the jewelry.
Yeah.
And it's good. And women shelters, they're not there because of good circumstances. So for them to have something that makes them feel pretty, it is a big game changer, especially when they go back out into the job market and they're applying for jobs and whatever else. That kind of stuff, like, means a lot. And yeah, Cheryl, the king size graph cans, those are craziness. They are very difficult. People don't understand. You're flipping from one color to the next every couple of stitches, and it's just a lot. Linda, in our group, I post my jewelry in our group. I have a page on Facebook. It's TT's Trinkets and Treasures. I will put that out so all of you can actually see what that is. And I'm going to get back to it. I am hoping that this surgery I had on Thursday is going to help and reduce my pain, and then I will be able to put more energy into putting my stuff out there. You'll recognize quite a few links, Linda, because I love your links, and your links always inspire something in my head. And I'm like, oh, like I just did one recently right before I got to Amy's that I really like. And
It's awesome.
Yeah, and I'll be demonstrating it for you guys. I have a couple of tutorials that I'm putting together using some information. I'm doing a little video because Hobby Lobby sells pure stainless or sterling silver items, guys, down to wire. And so if you guys think that you can't afford to step up your game and use the plated materials that they have there or the pure stainless steel, you're wrong. It's very affordable. And after one or two projects, you're going to be able to then buy larger quantities so that it's not quite as expensive. But I was just going to grab something and then I just completely. Oh, they even have these little kits of findings. They have them that are sterling silver.
We didn't have those. It's so
they did.
cool.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see. Oh, here they are.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Yeah, the sterling silver one I've already opened because I wanted to test out the material before talking to you guys tonight, because I'm sure you guys have also had a situation where you go to use a plated metal or a plated item, and when you go to do it, it starts flaking off. Mm-hmm. So, but they're awesome. They come with eye pins, crimp beads, which can also be used as spacer beads. There are lobster claws, jump rings, and the earring hooks. And the silver one is $6.99. The silver plated one is $6.99, and the 18 karat gold plated is $8.99. And you guys, I took one of the eye pins, and I used the very smallest step on the 6-step mandrel and rolled it as tight as I physically could. I think I got it rolled like 6 times. There was no flaking. There was no cracking. There was none of that. So, because I obviously don't want to tell you guys about things for you guys to just then go in, get it, and them not be of value. And even if you don't need all of that stuff, they have eye pins that are just a package of eye pins. And every other week they're half off. So like these little eye pins, I would say there's probably 20, 25 of them. And they're $4.49 for a package, half off $2.25, guys. Not bad at all. They have several different types of earring hooks that are pure sterling silver. That
real looking ones too. Really cool.
Yeah, they have these aren't just the typical ones because these don't have the little line with the spring on it, but they have the flatted area of it. They have ear threads, so the little ones that you like thread in and then something dangles and the weight of it, and those are $6.49, so $3.25, and they're sterling silver, guys. And they have these little diamond cut spacer beads, pure sterling silver, $11.99 for a 2-gram bag of them. So
and
but,
week off.
Yeah, it's great. So Kim, they have a sterling silver set or a stainless steel set as well. It's the one that I didn't get, frankly, because I have a hard time working with stainless steel because it's a harder metal,
Much
which
harder.
is a good thing. But it works out. But you can also, you guys, there are things on Amazon, like this one right here, that has, I believe these are 5 or 6 millimeter jump rings, and they come in rose gold, 18 karat gold, and sterling silver plated in one container, and you can literally go 2, 3, 4, 6, all of that. So we're putting together a storefront. Currently I have the list up, the community support list up on Amazon, where you can go and order stuff for Amy to make things with and whatever else. But also it's a good way for you guys to see what we used, because I did not put anything on there that I have not used, approve of, would use again, all of that kind of stuff. Kim, that's a toss-up. It literally depends. Yes, exactly. There's going to be those people that just want sterling silver. There are going to be those people that just want the 18 karat gold plated, filled, whatever. My biggest recommendation would be, if you're buying findings that are plated, try to buy them all from the same company so that you have the best shot of getting metals that match. With that being said, I like Panda Hall and BB Craft. I like their findings. You also need to pay attention to what the core metal is. Because you can get ones that the core metal's all brass, which is naturally hypoallergenic. You can get ones that are all copper as the center, ones that are sterling silver that are then plated over the sterling silver, plating over stainless steel. Obviously, all of those core metals are different colors. So then the findings of those are all going to look different. So you just want to pay attention to that kind of stuff when you're buying your findings, guys. Just try to buy it all from the same company. Try to make sure that it all has the same core metal. And then that is the best shot you're going to have at getting things that match and that aren't completely different colors, because we all know it happens. And it's
Mhm.
not just gold that it happens with silver plated, because I've noticed that silver plating over copper, it tends to be a little bit brighter than silver plating over stainless steel. And
Right.
the best part of the plating that I really liked at Hobby Lobby is that they have a whole line that is 14 karat gold heavy plated.
Mhm.
So it's not just plated, which is probably somewhere in the middle between plated and filled. So gold filled, what that generally means is that there is the core metal, and then there is anywhere from 10 to 20 times more plating layers than on a plated material with the gold filled. That will reduce the flaking and all
Yes.
that stuff. When it comes to gold and plated or gold filled, I like to stick to brass, because brass is at least in the same color family.
Mhm.
So even if that flakes, it's not going to be as noticeable. Amy, you use a product to help ensure that your plating lasts longer. What is it that you like to use?
My favorite is the Eternal jewelry coating. Here's the reason why I like this stuff the most, is because with so many of those, it can be almost like a nail polish. It can be thick, it can be gummy, it can be stringy. This stuff is really light. It lasts forever. If you look, you see how full it is. I've been using this for over a year, and I coat everything that's, especially everything that's gold or rose gold that isn't, it needs to be coated, and it's nice and thin and it dries real quick.
Do you do it before the project or after the project's finished?
It depends. It depends. A lot of times I end up doing it after the project because I change up so much of what I'm doing. But if it's something that I know, hey, these are what I'm going to be utilizing, I'll do them beforehand, especially for my clasps.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I know, because those I'll typically know. But if it's not, and I'm just doing kind of a design with me, then I'll do it afterwards.
That makes sense. I haven't used it. I luckily have a little in with a family member who works at a car painting dealership. So I get both matte and clear coat from there. And it's literally the stuff that they put on a car to keep the color going on there. And it's a
Nice.
real it's real nice. It's expensive for like a spray can. It's probably like $60, but it lasts forever. It's a really nice thin. It comes out very thin. Everything else, so it works on.
Yeah, I use it with all types of my metals. This one I do, anyways. I don't know about Heather's.
Yeah. What about that, Amy?
How do you coat it on a silicone mat? Yeah, or I have a very pretty little paper plate that I use for all of it. And so I'll just put it on there, leave it for just a couple minutes, flip everything over, and then give it another coat. But I'll tell you, even with using this, when we're talking about rose gold, a lot of times rose gold, for me, it is the quickest to tarnish. And I love rose gold Coriana chain. So I'll tell you, you're not going to coat the whole Coriana chain in something like this. But if you use your cloth, your jewelry cloth, as soon as you take off your necklace, zip it through there with the jewelry cloth and then put it up. It's going to last so much longer. And then your clasps and your other little spacers and things like that, you can coat.
Yeah. And it's not just us, you guys. I have rose gold jewelry. It does it, no matter if it's pure rose gold or if it's a plating or whatever else. Because the way that I do it, I like to hang mine up so that so it's not sitting on anything. So I'll tape the ends, and then once the rest is dry, I move the tape a little bit further down, and then I coat the ends
because you're spraying, right?
Correct, because I'm spraying.
You're
So
spraying.
I want it to be really thin. Yeah, and you can go, you guys, if there is, you guys just look it up. Car paint, whatever they have, where you can literally go in and pick like spray cans of paint to match your paint color of your car, but they have the coating, the clear coating. And like I said, it comes in both matte and shiny. So if you've made something with a matte bead, obviously you did it on purpose. So to put a shiny coat over the outside completely defeats the purpose of using a matte bead. So you can buy them. They are pricey, I'm telling you, but it's worth it. I love it. It's what I've used for well over a year now. And it's really good stuff. So like I said, they use it to clear coat cars and whatever else after paint job's been done. So obviously it's good stuff.
So before we're done today, even though I'm going to be showing it on a video, can I show you guys what Heather made me? It is so beautiful.
What did I make you? Uh-oh. What are
What
you
you left
showing?
on my pillow whenever you left. So when Heather left, she left this on my pillow. And it is stunning. It is stunning, you guys. And so I'm going to have it in a video as well so I can give it a little more justice than this can give. But look at this. Let me try to get it right. Look at this work that she did. Look at this labradorite. It is just beautiful. Absolutely stunning. And there's this gorgeous pearl that's here. And the way, Heather, I can't wait to show this also in the video because I absolutely love the way you connected it here. I love the way you connected. This necklace is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. And it means a lot to me. I love it.
Yeah. The first time she was here, I was wearing it, and I was wearing it the night that we picked her up. And she was like, that's so gorgeous. Da, 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 da. And like, she mentioned it several times afterwards. And then, so I just left it on her pillow for her when I left. She didn't even know I'd taken it with me. And yeah, I put it up there. And then I also left her a little note on her jewelry desk because she had this gorgeous pendant that was given to her by Brandy. And she had not made anything with it yet. It's beautiful, you guys.
But I had it in a special spot because I want to make something with it.
Yeah, and
it's gorgeous.
And she's been saying that, you know, she just hasn't felt inspired enough and whatever enough. So you guys notice she's been posting a little bit more now. And so I just left a note and told her it's time. Go ahead, make something out of it. You can do it justice now. Don't leave it in a box. And so, yeah, I just left those behind so that she would find them after I was left and have them to refer to. But we also just redesigned her background as well. Yeah.
So let me try to show you a little better.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
And I need to get that video out. So if you guys see here, it's so backwards. This here, love this. Heather made that. And it's shells, actually. Let me take it off.
Thanks, Kim. Yeah, Ruth, it is fun to do it that way.
Look at this. Is that not gorgeous? You know me and shells. Just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And so it's beautiful.
And we went back and forth on what to do behind her.
How to do it.
Yeah. And so she has those 3 like green mandala mirrors. And so we went back and forth about whether all 3 of them should be within that frame. And then if you watch the Hobby Lobby haul, we got those 3 flowers, and we had talked about putting those within the frame as well. And so we went back and forth and unfortunately ran out of time. And as soon as I saw it up and behind her, I was like, oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. So
it all works out so well together, and it's so me. It's so much more me. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It was done. It was intentionally done. It wasn't just, what do I have? Let me throw it up there kind of a thing. It was, I knew as soon as I saw it that it had, when she put it all together, because all of those little signs within the frame, those are all,
it's all inspirational.
All uplifting. Yeah. Inspirational and uplifting and, stuff like that. So I love that she put it there with a purpose, so that her eye's going to be more likely to look at those. It was on the other wall beforehand, but it was just hanging up all by itself. It didn't
just hanging. Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't purposely hanging the way that it is now within the frame that draws your eye to it more. And I like how she kind of spread the little mandala mirrors out. And yeah, so it's good, but yeah.
It's happy stuff.
Tammy's home. You need to make it.
Oh, Tammy.
You read it.
Amy, I'm losing my mojo. You have to start designing again. I've missed your pretty jewelry. I love you, Tammy. And yeah, it's coming back. It's coming back. It feels, the thing is now that I'm starting to feel, when I sit down at my mat again, things are coming to me. Just right now it's dealing with being overwhelmed with, I have so much to do.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so excited about it. It's so exciting. And so, yes, Miss Tammy, yes, thank you. I love you. And I appreciate you guys. But I have many things I'm recording in the morning.
Yes, I'm so excited. I can't wait. And I'm going to be recording tutorials now too.
Yes.
And we'll be, that's something we didn't get to tell you guys. So, I'm going to be posting out content on the YouTube channel as well. So then you guys will have more content, because neither of us can put out enough content for you guys as much as we would like to put out for you guys. Also, we went back and forth on how that was going to look. And okay, well, does Heather do her own channel? But we somehow try to keep it under the umbrella, and we were afraid that would be way too confusing for all of you guys, that it would be hard, and we didn't want you to have to go to multiple places to find stuff. Right. So we made the decision that that's what we're going to do, because we don't want our community to get hacked like Sarah Lovecraft was.
No.
And so I don't want to live stream to Facebook, because that's how it happened. I could still record videos live, but unfortunately on Facebook, if you only use Facebook's way, it would be like my knotting courses. You would only be able to have one camera angle. And then to go and try to find those videos is ridiculously difficult to find. And you guys are searching for them, and so then I have to go find them and send you guys a link. And you guys have said, but the pricing videos and stuff like that need to be someplace where other people can find them that aren't part of our group. So there's going to be a couple of things that get retaught, guys, but it's just because of your guys' suggestions. So yeah.
Aw, thank you, ladies, and thank you, Dorina.
Yeah. So.
Oh, yeah, but even so, if there's an opportunity there for the hacking, it's just too scary and it's not worth it. So we'll just.
Yeah, exactly, Leah. That's the other thing that we found out. So my videos. Yeah, they just changed all of that too. And Linda, our group is set up off of our business page, I believe. It's not from a personal profile. It's its own thing. So we just
Rather
want you guys,
safe than sorry.
yeah, we just want you guys to have as much opportunity and as much content, and for you guys to be able to find it easily.
Yes.
So we're going to have some new playlists like Campbell's Curriculum, which will just be videos on things like how to do a wrap loop, simple loop, the difference, the advantage or disadvantage, stuff like that, so that it's easier for you guys to do. I'm going to try to focus on the shorts because we've noticed just the little shorts that we did while Amy was here. And then when I was there, they're getting a lot of traffic from the younger generations, which is great because right now it is, we had like 4 members that were under 30, and now it's going up since we did those shorts. And they're a good thing because the way that it was explained to me from my daughter's friend, who is an influencer, that what happens is younger generations watch the short and they watch it several times trying to grasp it, and then when they can't, they go on to the full length video. So you just end up getting more views that way, and it helps build us up into the algorithm, so you guys are seeing it more. So we're gonna, I'm the Ethel to her Lucy and the Shirley to her Laverne. So we
And
got
just my bestie. We got this.
Yeah, eating besties, that's for dang sure. So I'm excited. Yeah.
We
Oh, you're
appreciate
welcome, guys.
We appreciate you guys. We are so happy to be back tonight. And, it's been, a little bit crazy. And I know, especially for Heather, it's a big deal that she's on here and with us tonight, because we know you're not feeling very good and we appreciate you.
No. And she said, you don't feel good. I can tell in your face. I can see it in your face. And I'm like, yeah, but I know our community is going to help that. And you guys absolutely have.
Exactly what you said. Yes.
Yeah. I said, I think our community is the only one that can help make it feel better. So I'm getting there. They will not turn on the device until I've healed more, because it would just make it would just be too much, because obviously stimulating any of those nerves as soon after surgery would be detrimental instead of helpful. So I go back at a week so they can see how I'm healing. And then I go back either a week or 10 days after that. And that's when they'll turn the device on. So that'll be good. But yeah, your guys' messages and stuff over the last few days have just been so helpful. You guys have asked in multiple listings that had nothing to do with it, but you saw I commented on, so you reached out. And yeah, and exactly, Ruth, it helps keep my mind off the pain I'm in. It absolutely does. I like to say that I turn my pain into beauty, because focusing on that on a project keeps me from focusing on my pain and when can I take meds yet. So since I've been doing jewelry, I just set alarms on my phone that go off when it's time for me to do it. And then I get right back. And it even got to the point that I've had to set more than one alarm, because I'll be like, my phone will go off, I'll be like, stop. And I just keep making and never actually take my meds. So, but no, it's been great. And yeah, Tammy, I can't wait to feel those kittens. Let me tell you, I cannot wait. You've got me jonesing for them at this point in time. But I know several of you I know that a lot of members in our community deal with the same kind of stuff. They deal with chronic pain as well. And this is a way that we can still make money. And it's a way that we can still feel useful and still feel like we're contributing to things. And I can't think. And when I drop stuff off at a shelter and a lady picks up a bracelet and asks if she can have it because it's her birthstone, like, how can I be in pain at that point in time? They're like the endorphin hit from that alone. It helps me for the rest of the day and sometimes a couple of days. Like that emotional high that I get from knowing that somebody felt special and somebody felt worthy and somebody felt enough. Like that's the thing. And that's the biggest thing is we all need to feel enough as well.
Yes.
Yeah. And so you guys were enough for me to get up and come on and say hi to all of you because I know that you guys would have worried was if I wasn't on tonight. I know you guys would. I had a couple of messages from a few of you asking if I was going to be on tonight. So, and yeah, but just as much as I did it so you guys wouldn't worry, I did it for myself times 10 times 10. Because Amy was like, if you can't do it, it's fine. I got it. Go ahead. Da, 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 da. If you can't, it's totally fine, Heather. And I was like, nope, they're going to help me feel better. And you guys absolutely have. I promise you.
Better for it because Heather is on here. Yay.
Yeah.
Well,
and I hope you guys can tell that I'm feeling better from the beginning of this to the end of this. I feel much better. So it's going to be great. Yeah. So lots of exciting stuff, guys, and we can't wait to keep rolling it out to you. We love you all. I hope you guys all have a fantastic week. Tammy, I know you were late, but thankfully you got the replay, honey. You can go back and like read it. Oh, where's your puppy, Amy?
He's snoozing. He's out of arm's reach, but he's snoozing. He had a lot of fun with the grandbaby, and I'm going to be snoozing here before long, I think, too. I had a lot of fun with the grandbaby.
Me 3, yeah. Speaking of the grandbaby, while I was at Hobby Lobby,
ooh,
look at these pretty colors, you guys.
Those are my favorite colors too, and they're for baby. Miss Selena Grace.
So this is what I'm going to be working on as I am healing a little bit. Our goal is to have it out, Barbara, by the 3rd week of March is when we wanted to do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that you guys get it during that time from when when there's like that lull. Okay, you guys look.
Show them Jasper's twin so they can go to bed.
Yeah, so you guys can see. Here's his little twin.
Aww.
This is Apollo. Yeah. So that way you guys got to still see the baby.
Okay, let me get my baby.
They look like those gotta get a gun bears, I swear. They're just as floppy and loving. Yep, there's Jasper.
My sweet
He's
boy.
like, I was sleeping. Yeah, they're so cute. He needs around his eyes.
And his personality. Oh my goodness. He is just, I am just so happy. He makes me happy.
Yeah, Cynthia, anybody who is on the list, you guys, we will be sending out an email ahead of ever releasing it. And then we will also be announcing it on a Sunday Night Live because you guys are the ones that are here every Wednesday, Sunday, always here. But we also know that there are times that you guys can't be here. So like I said, we will be sending out an email ahead of time. And then all you guys will have to do is say, yes, I want the box. And then you're on the list and it will go out. So that's where we are. Cynthia, how do you get on the messenger list? You send me an email. It's very easy. All you got to do. Yes, they do need their own channel. Absolutely.
You've been saying too that Jasper needs his own Instagram.
Oh yeah, I told her he needs his own Instagram. Before Camo Creations has an Instagram, Jasper needs to have an Instagram. So let me send you the email real quick.
Mm.
Not Heather. Okay, and some of you may have gotten emails from my eldest son. He's been helping out. We had a little glitch, you guys. I felt so bad because we had a Sandra Ross and a Sandy Ross. So one was getting invoices that she didn't need nor want, and the other one wasn't getting invoiced. And my son comes in, he goes, "Mom, there's two of them." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "There's two of them. That's what's going on." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "There's two. There's a Sandra Ross and a Sandy Ross, and that's where the problem is." So we got it fixed, thankfully. He saw it, which was good. But yeah.
He's on
Linda,
it.
yeah, Linda, if you're getting ads, it's because you don't pay to not get ads. So I don't know who else does all of that, but yeah. Anyways, guys, Rosanna, looking forward to that video. That'll be great. Love you all. You guys will have great stuff coming out soon, and we'll see you soon. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.